Hello everybody. Hello. Welcome in, welcome back, and welcome to my channel. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today, as you know, we are doing a coffee cup and cards for Leo. Today is Saturday, February 21st. We have oracle cards here from the Council of Horses, which I will be using throughout the year of the Fire Horse. And because you are a fire sign, I'm using the Star Dragon Oracle, which I haven't used in a while, but Spirit wanted me to use that. And then I'll be pulling cards from the Tarot live with you. Please remember, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I am still growing and I appreciate every view, every like, every subscribe, and every comment. I read every comment. I love it when people comment and let me know how the reading resonated for them. So if you feel so inclined, I would love to read and respond to your comment. Okay, today I've had some rather strange coffee cup configurations, so to speak. I don't know why, but lots of yellow today. I've got a yellow shirt on. The cup we're using is yellow. Nice and bright. We had about 5 inches of snow last night here in Maine where I am. Sorry, I don't want it to drip on the table, so I'm trying to you'd think it would be drained out since I had it turned over, but guess not. Okay. All right, we'll put the plate over there for now. Lots of cups have had a bunch of grounds in the bottom, and yours is no different. All three of the coffee cup readings I have done today have had that same thing. So, all right, Spirit, what do you have for my beautiful Leos? Okay, the first thing I see is there's an animal. I see the 4 legs. I'm trying to figure out what it is. There's like 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is very bizarre. Okay. Right here, I saw an animal with the 4 legs, and inside that animal, I see a rabbit, a dog, an owl, and a sloth face. That is so strange. Maybe you're really connected to animals. Maybe you could be a veterinarian. I don't know. There's something, all these animals together. The animal that's walking, I don't know what it is. It could be a cow. It could be a panther. I don't know. There's an animal with many other animals. Where have I seen that before? I have seen that before, and I can't think about it. I can't remember it. So a dog, a sloth, and an owl, all in, and a rabbit, all inside there. Wow, interesting. Okay, not sure. Spirit may reveal something later on or throughout the reading it's going to give me another clue about that. This is the second person who's had something about a sloth in their reading, but your message is not the same as the other message. It feels different. Okay, let's see. Somebody is carrying your heart. Now, remember, this is collective, so I see there's a heart in the middle, and these 2 people are carrying your heart. I don't know if you've recently had a loss and you may be grieving, but there are 2 people that are really holding you up. There are 2 people it may not be people, it could be your spirit guides, your ancestors, but there are 2 beings that are holding your heart, okay? Literally holding it up. Okay, let's see. I see another face with pointy ears. What is it? It's not Yoda, but it's something like that. It's some sort of, oh my gosh, Lisa. What is that? It's like a goblin or a gargoyle. It's right there. The ears. It's hard, so much harder to show you right here. Ear, face, right there. I don't know if some of you have gargoyles on your home, or gargoyles mean something to you, or goblins. I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious. Sometimes this just really catches me by surprise as well. But I have to give you what Spirit gives me. This cup can have a lot of different things in it, but they give me the words to say when I see things. That's why sometimes I'm quiet. I'm looking and waiting. I see a surfer. It's like a trick surfer. It could be snowboarding too. It's like a lady on a snowboard or a surfboard, and she's got her arm up. It's like she's performing some sort of trick on a surfboard or a snowboard. Let me know what that means, please. I don't know if that's you or somebody you know, or, well, we did just have the Winter Olympics, and I know snowboard tricks were one of those things, but wow. I see a person that feels like like their arms are right at their sides. They feel like they're being tied. Hands are tied. They're tied. They can't move. So I don't know if that's you or someone. Nope. It's for some of you, Leos. You feel like your hands are tied and you're tied. You can't move, sort of. That's not literal, right? You feel a little bit stuck right now. Like you can't move. That could be somebody who's trying to sell their house and move, or has sold their house and is trying to buy one. I feel like it's something to do with moving. That's why they're giving me that wording. Stuck, hands are tied, can't move. Okay. All right, let me see. What is that? So I see things are going in slow progression. So from that can't move right there, you see here, it goes all the way up and finally out. So it is very slow to progress, whatever this is you're trying to do. It could be with work, with family, with home. I feel like for a lot of people, it's going to be moving literally. But it does happen. You see, you do get out of that, but it's going to be in stages and steps. There's going to be some things that need to happen before that falls into place. And I see it literally when it does, like a big mouth is open, like they're like, oh, finally, and it's a surprise when it finally happens, that this person, you or somebody around you, was like, oh wow, oh my God, like you finally got there, right? Awesome. Okay, let's see, what is this? Again, they're showing me that heart held by two people, like in the beginning. Another heart. It's a different depiction, but it's giving me the same feeling about a heart, and two people are holding the heart. Literally holding your heart. Now, it could be that you are in love with two people. Hopefully not, because that's a very difficult thing. It does happen, right? We can love more than one person at a time, and time is irrelevant, and it's not linear. We're living all of our lives at the same time. Sometimes they bleed into one another. Somebody from your soul group, may have bled into this life now, and you feel like you're torn between two lovers, torn between two people. Thank you, Spirit. Back to that animal with many animals inside of it. Oh gosh, I wish I knew what that meant. Maybe you have like a painting or something that has an animal that has other animals inside of it. I don't know. It's just such a strange message. I apologize, but I can only give you what they give me. I see a prominent letter K. Letter K right in the bottom of the cup, the letter K. All right. The letter K. Anything else down here, Spirit? Somebody is planting a tree in memory of another. Somebody's planting a tree. I get the weirdest things sometimes. But when I get them, I know that spirit, whoever that is that you're planting that tree for, they want you to know that they see you doing it. Um, yeah. They never truly leave us. They just leave us in the physical. Okay, Leo. Well, I don't see anything else in the cup. Well, that was probably quite a bit to take in, right? Quite a bit to take in. All right, let's see what the plate has. For everybody so far, the plate has been very sparse, and the cup has had a lot of big, clumps in it. Yours wasn't too bad. Here's the overview of your plate right there. Okay. Oops. All right, let's see. I see right in the middle, that reminds me of a person celebrating. It's like bursting around everywhere, 2 feet there, running. It's like they're holding something that's, I don't know what you would like, what that would be, something that you would throw up, or popping a bottle of champagne, or something that's big celebration, Leo. Celebration. Oh, come on, stop dripping. Big celebration. Good, good, good. Maybe when you get, past whatever that is that's holding you back, that's got your hands tied, there's a big celebration. I mean, I already said that in the other, in the cup, we saw that face with the big wide O mouth, like, yay, oh, wow, type thing. Okay. Just listening. So I'm not necessarily seeing in the plate, but I'm hearing something gets dislodged and that helps you move forward. So something gets dislodged and that helps you move forward. I don't know why they're choosing that wording, but maybe it means something to you. Something gets dislodged, like taken out, moved. Something that was stuck gets moved away and you're able to go forward. Even at this angle, it still looks like a person celebrating. It still seems like so Leo's, coming up in the next few weeks, you're going to have something to celebrate. Big celebration. Popping the cork of the champagne. There's people all around. Just this person here and all these people celebrating. Anything else you want to bring out about this? Sometimes I'm looking too closely and I need to pull back. Not really. Not really. Don't see. Ooh, I see a woman right here. Woman's face, woman's hair, woman's body. She looks like she's pouting. So it's a pouty female. Imagine that. Pouty woman. Somebody is pouting, Leo. Either because of something you did or something you did not do. All right, hang on a second. That spoon, have you ever, like, metal sometimes can smell weird, and I get that on my hands, and I don't like the smell of it. I need to get a different pointer that's wooden. I tried to find one, but I couldn't find one that was short enough. Okay, 14 minutes on the coffee cup alone. So let's look at your Council of Horses card. Contrary, the importance of non-conformity. And you see this horse kind of has its head down. It actually looks like it's covering its eyes with its back leg there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Go your own way, against the grain and outside the box. Be open to changing your state of affairs. The loving two people. I don't know. Let your natural instincts run wild. Well, that might get you into trouble if you are in love with two. The contemplations. Where are you encountering challenges or resistance in your life? What needs to be challenged or resisted? Have you ever done the opposite of what was expected of you, and what was that like? Yeah. So if everybody thinks you're going to do one thing or go one place or something like that, what was it like to change it up? How did people react when you didn't follow the norm for you? The invitation is decide what matters most to you. Then live your most meaningful life on your own terms. So this is about, and Leos, I don't think you normally have a problem with this. Leos are very, very loyal, though, extremely loyal. So it could be that because of your loyalty to another, you are skimping on your own happiness. And that's not good for either person, to be honest, right? Both people suffer when you don't live your own life's purpose and dreams. Okay, and then as I said, Star Dragon's Oracle. And the first card out for you, beautiful, fiery dragon. Number 10, that's completing a cycle and beginning a brand new cycle. Transcendence, achieving success. And just look at all the swirls here and here. The constellation is here, but there's fire everywhere. This is the year of the fire horse, and people will be transcending and transmuting and transforming, right? The constellation is the phoenix. Yeah, rising from the ashes. It is time to shine and move forward in light and acceptance of who you truly are. Yeah, that's like the contrary card was saying. Be yourself. Success is yours. Victory is yours. Let your light shine in a burst of glory as you spread your arms open wide to accept the power and joy of victory. Wowzers. It isn't just about winning and getting what you want. It's what happens after that. Time to go to the next level. Transcend, transform. Reach out. Oops, sorry. Reach out and redefine yourself, Leos. Once you have earned your victory, reinvent and renew. Yeah, I love that. I love it. Don't conform. Be yourself. Be who you are. Big messages that have been coming for years. Ever since the year of the dragon. That was their huge message, right? And then trust. 25, which is a 7. Trust, love, and friendship. That's a beautiful card there with that little baby white dragon, right? And more swirls. Again, spirals. That could be important. They're in the... Okay, hold on a second. I'll show you. Spirals. Here, 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 here. Hold on. Excuse me. Had to sneeze. Goodness gracious. Trust, love, and friendship. 25 is a 7. 7's a reflection. The constellation is Cygnus, the swan. Where does it show that on here? Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's right there on the dragon's wing. It makes life worth living. It makes the stars sing. It brings meaning to us. It is the greatest joy in life. Love is the answer. Friendship and companionship is key. Seek and cherish positive and fulfilling relationships. Be open and giving like a child. Give and receive love in your life. Any good relationship needs to be built on trust. Open your heart to trust yourself and trust those you hold close to have your best interest in mind at all times. The time has come to have confidence in your heart and a sound mind. Yeah, this is all about you being you and trusting your own instincts. All three of these oracle cards had similar messages about that. Leo. I don't typically think of Leo as a sign that doesn't trust themselves. It also depends a lot on your other placements, right? Your sun, moon, and rising, or your moon, Venus, and rising. Those are the three most prominent, as well as your north node. If you don't have a copy of your birth chart, you can get one at astroseek.com and plenty of other places. No, I don't have the deck upside down, but that's reversed. So the Five of Cups reversed is telling me that you do appreciate what you have. You are appreciating what you have. That you're able to move on if you have a loss. Loss of money, loss of job, loss of whatever, that you're able to let it go and move on. And I love that. That is the best way to be. The Five of Cups upright is dwelling on what you don't have and dwelling on what you lost. Capricorn energy coming through. Six of Pentacles. Take a look at where your money's going. What are you spending it on? Are you saving enough? Wow, lots of renewal. Capricorn, Scorpio energy. Emotional leaving behind. Okay. All right. Let's take these in the way that they came out. Some contemplation is definitely needed. So this is what it looks like. This is the Five of Cups upright. See how he's crying over spilled milk, not seeing what he has. But it's reversed. So this is telling me, Leos, that you are very good at moving on after a loss or something that didn't work out. You're able to just move on and cherish and be grateful for what you do have. That's a very good quality. Sixes are harmony. In this case, Pentacles being your material thing. This is your time, money, and energy. And he's carefully weighing it up, thinking it's going here, and it's not. Everything is falling through the cracks. So be aware of your spending, your investments, your 401k, what's going on with your money, but also your time, your energy, and your effort. Are you spending time and energy with people that don't appreciate it, or are you feeling depleted by it? You think you're helping, but they're not appreciating it. Be keeping that in mind, okay? Capricorn energy. This is the Devil. This is, 15, which is, there was I don't know what that was, dust or something floating down. This is 15, which is another 6, which is harmony, okay? So 2 6s in a row. Devil energy. Excuse me. Wow, my throat is suddenly got a bubble in it. Capricorn energy, excuse me. This is overdoing, overthinking, overeating, over watching videos, too much TV. This is obsessive compulsive obsessive compulsive behavior, right? I mean, it could be OCD, but when this card comes up, it's reminding you that you need to look at your behaviors and what you're doing in obsession, right? It can also be your fears. This is a very complicated card. It can be your fears. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid to say no when somebody asks you to do something, right? Fears, obsession, overdoing it is that the energy of that card. So be keeping that in mind. You may want to go into contemplation, right? This person is taking a break. He's thinking about how he's going to respond. So swords are communication. Fours are stability or stagnation. He's lying, resting. His eyes are closed. He's not dead because he's not in the coffin. He's lying on a bed, literally. So there's been a conversation, and before you answer, you need to think about it. Here's your answer here, and you're just going to meditate on it and think about it before you respond, Leo. And that can sometimes be difficult, right? We want to go off and, sometimes we want to yell at somebody, or, we want to argue with what they're saying, but they're advising you that that is not going to be a good way to handle the situation. And then you have the Death card. This is Scorpio energy, mysterious, dark, keeping things to themselves. But it's also, because it's the Death card, it's a clean slate. It's a death of the old way of doing things. So you could look at these three cards together, right? So you have the obsessive compulsive, the fear. You're thinking about your response. When you respond, then you change how you do it, right? You change how you do it. So those three cards kind of go together. Death of the old way of doing things. If you have Scorpio placements or Capricorn placements in your chart, that's just telling you this is your reading, right? Leo with Capricorn or Leo with Scorpio. Then you have this Eight of Cups, okay? This is an emotional walking away. Sorry, my arm hurts when I rest it on the table after a while of doing this. So eights are mastery and infinity. This guy has finally mastered his emotions, and he's like, I'm not having this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. Again, goes right along with Death and Capricorn and Scorpio. Oh my gosh, with the Devil and the Death card, right? So doing things excessively, transforming and changing the way you do it, leaving it behind because you no longer need to do things that way. All right, Leo, so there's something that you're going to leave behind because you either don't want to do it that way anymore, or you're tired of that. You're saying, "Boy, why am I doing things like this?" And it could be anything, because this can be overeating, over-exercising, overspending, anything like that. Spirit, what can you tell us about, yeah, when you put your mind to it, you can accomplish it. What can you tell us about that Devil, Death, and walking away, please? What can you tell us about that Devil, Death, and walking away? Once you make that decision, things will clean up, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. 6. Nostalgia, happiness, childlike innocence. So it's something that you've got to clean up. And Page of Wands. Okay, so explaining the Devil, Death, and the walking away, you have the Eight of Wands. So that's hitting your mark, hitting the bullseye. It's, you're on target. It's sunny and beautiful. So you need to make that decision to do that emotional walking away, and then you get back to that innocent, loving childhood feeling, right? You get back to that, the way that things used to be. Things, Leo, may have gotten out of hand either at work, in a relationship, or in your own life with your habits, right? And you need to change that to get back there. Your guides are trying to tell you something. See those two red cardinals? This is the Page of Wands, right? This is childlike innocence, similar to the Six of Cups. But it's also being new at something. Maybe you're not used to listening to your gut instincts and your gut feelings. Maybe you're not used to being able to hear what your guides are trying to tell you. But they're definitely trying to give you a message about that situation. Okay, Leos, I hope this has helped. I truly do. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. Please give the video a like, a thumbs up, or a comment. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.